Welcome, Mets fans, to the New York Mets Lounge. I am Uncle Freezy, diehard Mets fan. You know him as the national recording artist, Jay the Chosen One. What's good, bro?
Salute to you. Salute to all the fans out there. Salute to the chat and the, the whole Mets world. As
Replay gang.
can't wait, can't sleep.
Bro, I'm so excited about this Mets team, bro.
The you know,
Armand is in the building. Salute. Good morning, Armand. What's good, man?
good morning, welcome, blessings. You
Let me,
know, while I feel different, kid. Like I thought I was gonna feel kind of not salty, but different because of the moves, the changes. Matter of fact, that's completely wrong. Let me take that back. I never felt, if you recall, as we talked, I felt confused about a few of the moves, but never salty. I knew why. You know, we were with certain people for a certain amount of times. We didn't win with them. They made moves, and now I feel 14. I feel like I
age 14, like age 14, right?
age 14, like age 8. So yeah, we look good. Um, I had the uh, pleasure and the shout out to my sister Kiel, who blessed me with opening day tickets as a Christmas/birthday gift.
Yeah.
And I brought my son, and I got to see Ben's first home run. And I'm going to tell you something now. With the angle where I was sitting, both Ben and Alvarez's home run, they felt like they both took 1 second. Alvarez looked like it took 0.5 seconds.
Right, right.
Ben's looked like it took 10 years because the way I was watching it was like
And the moment,
the moment and the moment. And we have by far the dopest fans in the universe. The dopest.
bro. Yeah, yeah. A lot of questions are answered. A lot of questions are answered straight away. A lot of the hot stove league, um, mumbo jumbo, so to speak. I couldn't find a better word. It's because it's my mind, not because of any disrespect to anyone else. But I couldn't find a better word, or a better term.
Right. It's a good
Um,
term, of course.
the opening day, um, um, from someone watching it on replay. I was at work, y'all. Day games are just tough for me. Like you're in a meeting, your livelihood. I'm in sales, so
Yeah.
I'm like every meeting is life or death, basically. But
Yeah.
um but here's the thing. Watching the way we make pitchers work, the way we make
Mhm.
them get into their bullpen,
Good point.
the pitches that we take, the approach at the plate. Um, teams are in trouble. I don't think you need a 60 home run guy if you're going to have the starters throwing 100 pitches at the fourth inning. You know what I'm saying?
You're running schemes out of the game in the .2 inning.
Yeah, and the ball, the triple by Brett Beatty, the triple by Brett Beatty, and some will call it a misplay, right? But if you've ever been in center field, when a ball is hit directly at you, it's hard to gauge the depth perception is hard to, like if the ball is going away from you, you could read the trajectory of the ball. But when the ball looks like it's coming directly at you, you can't figure out if it's
the,
gonna, you know,
the
it's
height.
yeah, all of that. As an outfielder, the where O'Neal Cruz was at on that hit was a place that a lot of us were line drive straight at you. You can't figure it out, and then before you know it, is that I was taught if you can't figure it out, back up. Just keep
Back
backing up. It's better to let it land in front of you and look like one thing than to let it go over your head.
look like
And
something
and
different.
then, but you know what that was though. To be honest, you remember how in the preseason or spring training, I was telling you how your defense wears on pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Paul Skeens' defense in that game, and then look at what happened to Paul Skeens.
Right. Right.
Right. So
Yeah, he was
JJ in the
nasty
building. Salute.
immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Salute my guy.
Brett Beatty got a real good pitch to hit, and he hammered that thing, bro.
So
That to me, that's the most important part. The the
definitely.
the, the best pitcher in baseball throws you a great pitch, and you hammer it to center. Now, if he had caught that ball, I would have still been proud, right?
The
Because he
way
hit
he swung
a
the hit,
laser.
yeah,
Because
it was a
it's a
laser.
process.
It was a laser. So I was um glued to every bit. I was glued for many reasons. And when I break down some stuff, I'll send them to you. I took a lot of stuff, but I so when I was younger, my sports background, and I played center, and you you nailed it. You're taught to no matter what the pitch is, unless you could read the pitch, the ball, like if you know it's gonna be a dinker, a little dump, a boom, then you're always supposed to take a step or two backwards
Yep. Yep.
because running forward is easier than running backward,
Yep.
backpedaling. See, so also you're talking about a young man who is very confident in himself. I'm talking about Cruz, who's perhaps um in the, didn't believe Vader could do something like that
Right.
because that's the way I took it. I took it the way he moved. So from where I was, he took two steps in and over. Both were wrong. The end part, I can't debate that. That's maybe his coach. I don't know what's happened with that, but it was over to left field. So I guess they thought Schem's power, that he's not going to catch up to it. It's gonna be a slap.
Yeah.
And
Because that's the knock on Beatty. He can
right,
hit average pitching, but he
right,
can't hit elite pitching. That
right.
was a knock on
And
Beatty.
these pitches, right. And ironically enough, it wasn't pulled. But he wouldn't have caught that ball if he was in the same, if he was dead center, but where he was, that ball was a laser.
Yeah, that ball was a laser.
Boom, and it kept. And what people didn't, I don't know if it was caught on TV or not, because I didn't really rewatch it yet. Been trying to catch up on my young ones are not feeling good, and I've been trying to catch up on. I watched some replays, but not that one. Um, but I'm gonna go check it out tonight. I'm gonna go lay down. Later. Um, that ball rolls.
Yep.
It went like this and like that, but it stayed like that. Instead of going up more, it stayed at the level once it rose.
He drove it. He drove that ball.
He,
That's what happened.
he rocked it. He rocked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If he pulled that ball, the wind was blowing right to left. I believe if he pulled that ball, it'd been a homer. Um, maybe barely, because not barely, but not deep, not super deep. Like it would just been a line drive, and it might have cleared the fence because it was pulling and rising. It was hit so damn hard.
Right.
And I
Right.
don't know what the miles per hour of the ball and all that stuff was or whatever, but all I could tell you was my professional opinion was hot damn that was hit hard, you know.
That was
So
the scientific explanation.
that was my scientific explanation of it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So it
You
was
know,
really nice to see.
I think where it started is Lindor working the walk.
That he wasn't taking no for an answer.
Yeah. I think
You
that's
know,
I think that's part of where it started. So
and I think I was very, very, very pleased with um Lindor and Soto's at bats because they did it again a few innings later,
right.
and now people are being walked and people, the team looked fantastic. I will say that I was very interested to see many different facets of the game. So I went there with two caps on, one as that 8-year-old thumping chest excitement kid, and one for what we're doing, you know, so I could explain it from to a different point of view, but not, share have a conversation about it. And they really worked the pictures. Um, Ben, I can't remember, and I was there in 24. When we were chasing, you know, let's not forget we're 2 years removed from 2 games out of the World Series, right? So,
Yeah.
it was loud. This felt different. It felt different. It really, really felt different.
There
And
was
good,
I was gonna say some things about the game too.
yeah,
One of the things I liked, right, is Soto and Bichette back to back. I
I,
felt like the lineup is extended,
yeah,
right? Like when it was Soto, Nemo, Pete, McNeil, Vientos, I'm like, uh. Now when you're talking about um now you're talking about Lindor, Soto, Bichette, Polanco, Robert, um, Simeon, Beatty. It's like, okay.
And
Alvarez, it's like
Alvarez,
you don't catch a break.
you don't catch the break. And this is opening day lineup.
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest with you, I like Alvarez in a 9 spot.
It was so. What I thought, I know we're going to talk about all this, but we could get right on that if you like. I have two thoughts. I have two thoughts on this.
Okay.
Where I sat was the perfect. It was great for both of them, but to see the ball, because I was on the left field side,
Okay.
leave the yard off that young man's back,
Right.
that was like a rocket, like a bullet, like something got shot. It just,
Right.
I think you could probably have done about a 1.5 Mississippi, one Mississippi, one.
Right.
It was gone.
Yeah.
It was shot.
Yeah.
It really was, and it was just great. I tell you what, like, I don't want to jump around, so I'm gonna stick with, God, what we're talking about now, right? But whether he hits ninth, and I don't mind him hitting ninth, and if he stays ninth, I'll be happy with that, right? He only has two in my mind. He only has two places to really hit, maybe three. But I like him in the ninth. I didn't think I was going to, because the two places that I think he belongs is 4 or 5, and I don't think a lot of people agree with that, because he hurt his hands and had a lot sent down the whole thing last year. Just not last year,
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think that he's fine in the ninth. You're talking about a guy that might you. I mean, I don't know how many times it's ever been done, but you're talking about a guy that might hit 30 plus home runs in the ninth hole.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it.
No,
And here's the reason why I say that, right? Alvarez in the 9 spot, right, has less offensive responsibility than Alvarez in a 4 spot. Right.
totally agree with that.
When you take age, position played, health status, pitching staff, like all these different things, man, having your catcher be there. But we've talked about that a million bajillion gazillion times.
Yeah.
On a veteran team, though, on a veteran team that's looking to win, I'd prefer to have a veteran in that spot. Right.
Yeah.
Nothing against Beatty, Vientos, whoever. I would rather have veteran protection for Bichette, because at the end of the day, if Beatty, Alvarez, or whoever that's behind Bichette,
Yeah.
I feel like I can pitch around Bichette, and then I can strike out Beatty and Alvarez with Bichette on first base.
Yeah, that makes total sense. That's why I'm okay with ninth.
Plus Alvarez, to be a catcher, can run. It's like everybody from Beatty, so everybody from Robert Beatty, Robert, Simeon, Beatty, Benj, Vientos, Lindor, and maybe Soto. All these guys can run. Like Soto's not fast, but all the guys ahead of him can run,
Yeah.
right? And so I would rather have guys that can run in front of a guy that can hit, as opposed to having my guy that can hit and maybe not run being on base for a guy that's not Soto.
And I totally agree with that. You know what? Another thing it does, and this is it totally. It must be the old man in me now that I am catching up to me, because none of what I just said to you was actually what I was going to talk about. I like him in the ninth hole for this reason. And I don't even know why I even brought that up. Maybe it's because I told you how powerful that home run was. And that got me thinking, oh, great power. You know, he's going to be the. That's not how I feel. You know why it's so great being in the ninth? Lindor is right behind him.
Yeah.
He's protected.
So you got to pitch to Alvarez.
You have to pitch to Alvarez.
You got to throw Alvarez fastballs.
You have to.
Yeah.
He's protected.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's the 8-year-old. There's the 8-year-old. The
Yeah.
10-year-old.
Yeah.
Who's getting ready to go play some Little League right now. I've got my stirrups on. Yo.
Yeah.
And then you have Benji before him. Right? So you got the first 4. And then it's like we'll call it the first 5 and then the second 4. I think it just looks, I don't know if Mendoza did that. If he did, because I've been a little bit iffy on him. It was well thought out, and I didn't see this particular. I know they played it and they did all. They had a few games. And everybody knows you watch spring training. You're not quite sure exactly the lineup until they get towards the end.
Right.
And there was so many different lineups. Right, they had lineups where I've seen Beatty hit in the 4 hole. I've seen Bichette. I've seen it all, right? But having him down there gives him protection. Gives him a lot of protection. And you know what else it gives him? After he gets that home run, he goes back to the dugout, high five, talking junk, and he could slowly, with good pace, relax, because both Lindor and Soto, incredibly patient batters. So if he hits a home run, even with 2 outs, he doesn't have to rush to put his stuff back on. Just get back in there and put on the knee pads and put it on. It just seems to work out very, very well. And if he continues that power, it's going to make them have to throw fastballs to bench.
Yeah.
I was so happy that young man hit a home run. Both young men hit the home run. But seeing Ben's first home run ever, like,
Yeah.
it was bananas. It was bananas.
So the pitch he hit was a pure strength home run. That ball that he swung on and hit was tailing away from him, and he reached and scooped that ball out pull side and hit a rocket out, and that ball carried and carried and carried and carried, and I was like, oh my, This kid is strong. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't look physically imposing. He looks like a average MLB
Yeah.
outfield. He looks kind of like a center fielder.
Or a second baseman, like yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's not built like
like a McNeil.
yeah, or he's not built like Jeffrey Hammonds or Chili Davis
Yeah,
or
Frank Thomas.
Jason Giambi or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
or
built
even Pete.
athletic.
You know,
Yeah. But that ball was drifting away from him and he still got extension on it and hit that ball out to right field, bro. That's impressive.
when I'm telling you that the wind was gusting towards left, not gusting. It was a gorgeous day.
Right.
All right, real quick, I'm going to paint it. 70 degrees, opening day. What the atmosphere was just unbelievable. People were high fiving before the game started.
Right.
I've never seen strange. So I go to a lot of games. I interact with everybody. You know me. I'm just a talker. So I'm interacting with everybody. People were genuinely confident and excited.
Right.
So this year is gonna be crazy. This is oh. Did you see the lineup? Do you like? What do you think of that? Tell me what you know. And and of course, like every other sentence out of my mouth was New York Mets Lounge. Say
Yeah.
it loud. New York Mets Lounge. Say it loud.
Right.
Every sentence.
Right.
Oh man, I'm an old schooler, man. I'm about to hit up what's that joint? That I used to get my cards from. Just I could have just been like, here, have hit it. Come and chat with us.
Bro.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
One of the not so sweet spots, one of the sum of all fear scenarios for me, and I know you will remember this play well.
Yeah,
There was a ball hit down the third base line that Bichette didn't get to. Right.
it was a ball. Yes, that he
Right.
dove for.
Right.
Yes.
And so respectfully to Bichette, most third basemen are not getting to that ball. Right.
Right.
But it took Soto what seemed like it and half an hour to get into that corner and get that ball, bro.
It sure did.
And that's one of the things that I fear. Like if you, because in baseball you like to have a picket fence, right? The picket fence starts with the catcher, second base, shortstop, center field. That's one line straight
Yeah.
in the field.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then you have catcher, first base, second base, right field.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other line is catcher, third base, shortstop, left field.
Left field. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And if there is one person in that grouping that is not fluid, not moving, it kind of hurts everything. Now the Pirates got a double out of that, right? Because a lot of times you're not gonna get a triple off a ball hit down the left field line. Usually triples are hitting the alleys or down the right field line, right? Where you have to throw behind the runner, right?
Oh, absolutely.
My thing is seeing Bichette dive, I was like, oh no, he didn't get it.
I mean, it looked like he had a genuine attempt at that ball was hit hard.
It was hard, yeah.
It was hit hard. Yeah, he dove for it.
Play if he'd have got it. It'd have been a fantastic play if he got that ball.
If he got that ball, even if he didn't throw him out, I would have been like, wow.
Keeping that ball in the infield would have been amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
But man, Soto.
Oh. And everybody groaning.
Yeah.
And I said, very loud. This is why you're in left field,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
God. That thing went to right field. If it was him in the right opposite, that might have been inside the park.
Ben, the Benj, I think Benj would have got to that ball like if it was hit to Benj past Polanco. But here's the
Yeah,
other thing, bro. Luis Castillo got rocked,
he got rocked.
and it's in the ninth. Yeah, when we are trying to close the game.
He got really rocked.
Yeah, I don't know why is his velo down.
He looked so
Old.
yes, and he looked like he had zero confidence because on the if you're a true Mets fan, then you got the best screen in all of baseball, high definition, huge. His face was all plastered all over that thing, and he looked like a man that was a little lost. Like I'll say lost is the word I would.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it was upsetting. I I know that people have different opinions on this. I think that I mean I know why they did it because at the time we had a big lead,
Big lead. Yeah.
but I think Peralta should have went one more inning. At the same time, and I say that because 80 pitches, you go out one more inning, that leaves you 3 innings left. You might not even get to this guy. You might have a guy gets to, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
things change. I know they did it. I had a long talk with the man behind me. He's very knowledgeable too. They're commodity. It's all about the business. Parking's up to $50. You know, there's nowhere to park no more because he knocked down all those garages.
Right.
So I parked like a mile in. Yo, I'm not a walker either. Oh my God, we were far.
How
I,
far? How far was it?
I
Less
was,
than
I was, I might as well walk from my house, and I live far. I might as well walk from your house.
Oh wow.
No, I had to park in Valley something mall, um, which is on Roosevelt. So
Ooh.
that's the 7 train side, and
So yeah, you talking about half mile?
yeah, but then it's a garage, right? So then you got to go up the floors and all this other stuff.
Right. Right.
One elevator is working, 2 lanes for all these people to get out of. But I'm not complaining. It was $20,
Right.
and we got out of there way quicker. I feel like I got home so fast compared to when Kev that comes on here. I went with him last year. We were paver parking. It was 40 something dollars. I told him, come on, we can find somewhere, whatever. He was like, nah, we're good. It's easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it took us an hour and a half to get out of that parking lot. So it took us maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that to get out of this one. I'm not
Right.
going to complain. But the walk, oh my God, I had to walk over 2 parkways. I might have seen a body or two floating in some dirty water.
Oh, wow. Right. Right.
Yeah, it was a nice walk, but it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. I parked there again. I could stand to take some good walks. Let's just say that. But look, they look great. Bichette. So I want to give my take. I'm going to give my take on the two guys that, and then a feeling that I believe is for the future. Bichette seems to have a still have a decent arm, right? But the way he approaches the ball is awkward.
Okay.
And I'm not quite I think the more time spent there, he could get better, but I still think they're doing it wrong. I think it should be Beatty at third, Bichette at DH.
Okay.
I think that is the absolute play. Now that Benj is our right fielder, and it's damn it, JJ. I had Marte for something. Oh well. So on the flip side, I think eventually you're gonna see. I'm gonna say it right now. You heard it today. You're gonna see Brett Beatty playing third base,
Okay.
and you're gonna see Bichette DHing, because I don't think that ball gets by him necessarily.
Okay.
And Brett also would have ran further into the outfield to retrieve the ball from Soto. That
right.
Yeah, felt like Soto did the worm to go get it, like, pop and lock to his way to. But on the flip side, I'll tell you what, Polanco. I know they're all athletes, so when you say he's an athlete,
yeah,
played a very good first base.
Okay.
Yeah. Bichette threw one that took him off the bag. Right. And in preseason, if you remember, he did that. And what Polanco did was he tried to keep his foot on the bag still in reach. But he would have to be my man from the Fantastic Four to have done that.
Yeah, it's fantastic to do that.
Yeah. He came off the bag, and not only did he come off the bag, he tagged the guy right behind him. And yeah, so they all look good. Robert made a great play in the outfield. I didn't realize how big he is.
Bro, 240 is 240, bro.
He's a looks like a linebacker.
What's that guy that used to play center field at 240? The Gold Glover couldn't hit.
Lagares. He looked like
he looked like Juan Lagares.
Yeah.
40, yeah.
Juan Lagares, number 12. Yeah. I don't know if he's ever going to be a Juan Lagares, but he is. In my recollection, he's already a Gold Glover, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I think his arm might be better than Lagares. His range may not be better than Lagares, though. But what, you know what though? I don't know. That's not safe because I can't remember. I think Lagares might have had a strong arm also.
He had a gun.
Yeah, I'm not saying he had a. Yeah, I'm not saying he had a noodle. What I'm saying is when you're talking about like top notch arms, best of the best. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're talking about Nas at AZ, you're talking about like creme de la creme. So, but yeah, either way, he's excuse me, he's our center fielder right now. And based off of what we saw yesterday, I hope we keep him.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. You look. That was the first game. See what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens with me tomorrow. I gotta figure that out. But you know, how did you feel about
Overall, the game overall,
Peralta? I was gonna ask you actually.
I'm glad you asked. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wasn't overwhelming to me. It wasn't.
I think you got to establish the zone. You got
Yeah,
to be aggressive in the zone,
yeah,
and you can't be afraid to get hit because he got hit anyway. He gave up 4 earned runs.
yeah,
He gave up 4 runs in 5 innings. His ERA right now is over 7.
yeah.
And my thing is nibbles, like guys that nibble like that, depending on what umpire they get, they could be great or they could be off. What you really need is in a Freddy Peralta type is a guy that can get swing and miss in the zone. You can't live there, but you can't die there either.
Nah, he needs to learn how to
Because if you notice,
locate.
yeah, you notice like the Paul Skeens striking out. Who did Skeens strike out? Skeens struck out. Who did he strike out? He struck out.
No, he had one strikeout.
He struck out. He struck out somebody. Benj.
Ben,
Benj. Yeah, the first Carson Benj first at bat. Man, when he saw Carson Benj, he couldn't wait till he got in the box, bro. He was like food. He's like, finally, you know what I'm saying? There's a breaking on it. And he just went right at the bench, fastballs, knee high, get him out of here. Right?
wait. Skeens.
Struck out Benj on swinging.
Oh yes, right. We had the big person, and yes.
He struck out,
Right.
he struck out
Yep.
Benj, right? He legit dialed it up in the zone and went after Benj, right? And then after that, the wheels continue to come off, right? But at the same time, Brett Beatty got struck out by the guy that relieved Skeens.
Ramirez.
Yeah, he came after Beatty in the zone and struck out Beatty in the zone.
Yeah,
And
he actually came in. He looked he looked good. That guy, I think he like 2 1/3. I think he gave up a run. He had 3 strikeouts.
Yeah.
He looked good, but the rest of the guys they weren't so good.
Right, but the point I'm getting at though is with Peralta. With Peralta though,
Yeah,
man. I understand you got 4 pitches, bro. You got to establish one in the zone. That's the art. The art to pitching is establish one in the zone and then throw the others off of that pitch.
Yeah,
You want to be a Hall of Famer? Establish a fastball, sinker, splitter, cutter, whatever it is, whatever kind of fastball you throw, establish one of those, and then throw everything else off of that, and that'll get you to the Hall of Fame. Now, you want to get to the Hall of Not Fame?
Yeah.
Throw 7 pitches and nibble, and depend on the umpire to bail you out.
Yeah.
And you'll be working at Uncle Freezy's job, selling Medicaid and medical equipment and stuff. Break time is at 11:45.
I gotta call you actually. If that's the case, I gotta call and talk to you. Look, the case of this, right? 5 innings, 7 strikeouts. Right. Let's just look at that for 1 second.
Okay.
So 5 innings, 7 strikeouts. So that's a positive. 5 innings, 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. Sure. And no walks. So those 2 things are positives for me. You got
Okay.
7 strikeouts, you got no walks. But you give up 2 home runs, right? Both
One was a bomb too, by the way.
a bomb
One was a bomb. Like
destroyed.
as soon as he threw it, he crossed on the mound because he knew it was gone.
No, I don't know if you remember this, but if we go back and look, I wanted Nathan Lowe for second base. You remember that? I said we could trade Marcus Simeon back to the Rangers for Lowe
Right.
I probably named somebody outlandish, right? Because of the money and all that other stuff. I like him. Last year he doesn't hit for average per se, but he had 31 home runs for second base.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot. He's got power. He had both. He had both the home.
One he poked out that was just over Ben's glove.
Just got out. I thought we thought we caught it.
Yeah. And then the other one was a bomb. Like as soon as he hit it, like you could tell, like
The sound of that and the sound of Alvarez's home run, because the bench home run, everybody was mega loud.
Right.
The sound of Alvarez's home run sounded like a gun. I'm not joking. He shot that ball out. Out.
Right.
But yeah, and then Tobias Myers. So we bring in the 2 guys that we get in a trade, right?
Right.
This is my feeling on that game. It should have been, I don't care what he did, it should have been 6 innings Peralta, 4 innings Myers. Shows you the 2 guys we got. It's a showcase. Let them pitch. Save the bullpen for Peterson and the rest of the people. You could have got 1 more inning. But I'm okay that they didn't, and they let Myers have Tobias have 3 innings. He only gives up the 1 hit in 3 innings.
Yeah.
It happened to be a home run.
It could be a home run, but
he gave up the 1 hit. The 1 hit.
Right.
The ironic thing is, we didn't walk anybody yesterday.
Right.
But I wish Garcia did walk a few people instead of letting him get them hits.
They were on him, bro.
They were on him. You know, one of the greatest players of the game, and I'm surprised they let us have it, was when Peralta challenged the strikeout, the walk for the strikeout.
Yeah.
Because immediately following was a home run.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
But they look good on the base pads. Robert looks great in center field.
Let me do the pitching though. Just I just want to stay on the pitching thing just for a second, right? So, one of the takeaways from the pitching too is yesterday the Mets threw 139 pitches.
Right.
That's a lot of competitive pitches. Right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing: the Pittsburgh Pirates threw 192 pitches.
A bit more.
Right, their bullpen is off to a bad start already.
Right.
Their manager activated 7 pitchers in one game. Right, 7 pitchers in one game. Right, so now it puts you in the mindset that even though there was a day off in between, by the time they get to game 3, their bullpen is going to be taxed. Now, if we hit them today, which is today, right?
Yeah,
About
today.
13, about
Yeah,
13 hours, whatever it is,
I'll
right?
tell you right now.
And
But
but if
stay
we,
stay on that topic because I
yeah,
want to say something when you're done.
yep, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So um if you tax them today, runs early, a
yeah,
lot of pitches, a lot of 5, 6, 7 pitch at bats early on, where your pitcher is at 30 pitches in the second inning.
mm,
Now you're going back to that taxed bullpen. And if they don't put the fire out, you're talking about a very tired Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen for game 3 on Sunday.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely. Where we bring out Senga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a thought during the game, but I want to stay on that for a second and remind me of Senga after that. If you don't mind, I had a thought during the game though, but as far as this, what you just said was was perfect. I hate the day off after the first game because I'm so hungry for baseball.
Right.
It just why a day
You
off?
made
Bro?
us, you
We
made us,
just had months off,
yeah.
and I walked 2 miles to get no. Anyway,
Right.
like it's ridiculous. But anyway, they what I think is that I I hope that he brings in like because Ramirez had a really good outing, 3 strikeouts, right, 1/3. He
Right.
probably had the best outing in that. Actually, ironically, the second best outing was Gregory Soto, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, no hits, no nothing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun. That's funny to me. But anyway, hey,
I like him as a Met, by the way.
so did
And
I.
and Gregory Soto came in for the Pirates, and he threw 8 pitches, and 8 of them were strikes.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I did not like the Cardinals guy at all. I didn't want him. I didn't
You
like him
overpaid for him.
when he came over here. So what? He was a closer. He had 22 saves. He had like 6 blown saves. That's not a closer. That's a guy you threw in there.
Yeah, the Cardinals are trash.
Yeah. Um. But Soto was a guy that I was hoping they kept because I didn't know when Minter was coming back. I think that you're looking at a team that is going to have. I can tell you this now. That's going to have a lot of trouble, and I thought that they were going to get better because I know that Lowe does what he does. I actually think their lineup is not horrible,
The
right?
Pirates.
The Pirates lineup is not horrible.
No, it's not a horrible lineup.
Cruz, he struck out 3 times. He's not. They are low average hitting, but they all could. There's a lot of power in that lineup. Low, Reynolds, Ozuna from the Braves went over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ryan O'Hearn, Criolla is a good pitch, good shortstop, a good player, shortstop.
Right.
Gonzalez, Davis. They do things. So I think
They're not bad, bro.
no, that they have a good pitcher. They have somebody coming up. What's his name? The number one guy.
Yeah, that kid's gonna. He's like Bobby Witt Jr., bro. That kid
Yeah,
is Connor.
he's
Something.
got some funky name, right? Some punny name. No,
Yeah,
some all American name. I forgot. I thought it was like JoJo something or other. It is Connor, but
yeah, he's
yeah,
gonna be good, bro. He's gonna be good.
yeah, nah, he's gonna be. Yeah, he looks like he's gonna be definitely um,
Special,
special, very special.
man.
Um, but look, Lindor, Soto, Bichette, Blanco, Blanco, Blanco is our cleanup hitter. He is a switch hitter. He had 5 at bats, right? Was it five? 4 at bats? 5 at bats.
Yeah, he had
Five
quite.
at bats, right?
Yeah,
5 at bats with a hit, an RBI, a run, 2 walks,
he slid into home with a runner behind him.
with a runner behind him, right behind him.
Blanco, what are you doing,
He
man?
almost got kicked right up the.
Yeah, if you would have got man, if that dude would have got hurt because he slid, bro, I'd have been so mad.
Man, his whole lower side could have got stepped on. He would have been done off, bro.
You don't.
Polanco seems like, you ever see him up close? Go look at go look at his score picture. He's like this. Look, he's like this, and
Oh wow,
yeah,
wow.
he's wild, bro. He's wild. But again, listen, I'm happy. I feel okay, but he's the only one that's not too fast. I mean, he has sold 11, 13 here and there, but
Yeah,
they sold us. He's a first baseman. He's a first baseman.
yeah.
Well, okay.
Okay.
He started off okay. He started off looking good,
Yeah, we gotta go about what they tell us, bro.
right? Had a great year last year.
Yeah,
Hit 265,
like
26 home runs, 78 RBIs. Now he's already got,
he's off to a fast start.
yeah, got an RBI, got a hit, got
Yeah,
2 walks, hitting 333.
yeah, he's off
Yeah.
to a fast start.
How about Robert though? Let's talk Robert for a minute. I think Robert was miserable where he was.
Okay.
And then I would, because they all look good to me. I think Robert was miserable where he was. Yesterday, Robert, right, has 2 hits, 2 RBIs, a run,
Okay.
a walk. Like we had Lindor had 3 walks,
Yeah,
3 runs.
he was definitely hunting, bro.
He, it's amazing to me. We didn't run the way we because if you notice, and you did, I'm sure.
Yeah,
When he got on, Soto got on. So it's
yeah.
either double steal or nothing.
Okay.
And the reason why I wanted Soto moved separated this year, because the guy is no longer there to guide him, and I want Lindor to be able to run, and I thought Bichette would protect him to do that. But
Okay.
guess who had the only stolen base? That would be our young man.
Binge. Yep.
Mr. Bench did everything yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome. Hey, this is who
Cost
Cost
of management.
management. Salute to you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the majors.
Um,
Wow.
Luis Robert, though, to your question about how do I feel
Yeah.
about Luis Robert. I'm impressed. I was impressed with his approach at the plate, for one.
Yeah,
Um,
me too. Yeah.
and if you're asking me about if this is more about Mendoza and the lineup as
Yeah.
opposed to the comfort level of Robert and the spot in which he was hitting.
Is it Pitol?
Um, yeah, I would say I don't know if he'll stay in that spot, but if the approach stays the same,
Yeah.
right? If the approach stays the same, if guys are not looking to go yard every pitch, and if guys are looking to turn the lineup over, pass the baton.
Right.
Um, I heard people say small ball. I don't quite buy into that yet because small ball has elements of it like 2 or 3 stolen bases per game, bunting
Right.
guys over.
Right.
Um,
Pack
and
fly, pack bunts.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so even though somebody got a swinging bunt yesterday, who got the swinging bunt yesterday, bro? Somebody got a hit. It was up the line. It was like you couldn't.
Um,
Polanco.
Ben. Wasn't
That
it
was,
Ben?
that was Polanco in the first inning.
Polanco.
The one right up the
Oh
third.
yeah, yeah, it was. It was Polanco first, and he hustled hard to get that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I think there's an element to small ball. To it. I mean, I'm sorry. There's an element of bunting and hitting the ball behind the runner, and I don't think we do that. Yesterday, we looked like the Yankees. We looked like the Yankees from the '90s, where
In a tiny stadium.
yeah, well,
Sorry,
yeah,
I had to throw that in.
yeah. So we look like the Paul O'Neill, Derek Jeter, Bernie Williams Yankees in their approach. Only swing at pitches in the zone, right? And don't try to hit the ball where it's going.
Yeah,
I think that was the approach yesterday. And if that's the approach for the season, I'm comfortable with Luis Robert batting fifth.
yeah. Um, I'll say this: I could definitely see on a day where you score 11, you chase the best National League pitcher in. Well, we'll see what McLean does, but as of right now, the best National League pitcher, the reigning best National League pitcher in the National League, out of before the first inning could even finish.
That's impressive, bro.
I'm impressed, and your all world kid starts in right, a tough position. And so impressive that they took their $800 million man and moved him for the kid, and that's not said enough. By the way, I'm not quite sure we have even really mentioned it, but that is impressive to me now that I even think about it. So they move him. He's there. He looks solid in the field. Um, I'm worried about one person. I don't believe that. I'm not sure. I don't say I believe. I don't want to say that. That's not what I wanted to say. whether or not we see Robert stay in the third hole, I mean the fifth hole,
5 hole, right?
depends on how much pop he has in the first month. I think maybe, yeah, the first month. If he hits the way he hit in this game and gives us 3 home runs, 3 to 5 home runs his first month, something like that, he'll stay in the fifth hole.
Right.
And 3 doesn't seem like a lot, but people don't generally start off, new teams or whatever it might be in different places. We play off by the water, the wind swirling. They don't generally hit a ton of home runs off the top.
Right.
But if he hits 3 next month, he hits 5. We play a lot of games in baseball. So, and I love that. So, you tell me that he hits 3, and we're gonna probably play somewhere in the range of 20. Well, when I say month, I'm talking about to the end of April.
A full month. A full month.
Yeah, full month. Like
You're talking about maybe 30, 32, 33 games.
yeah, about 33 games. But I'm gonna give him this and April, right? And that's the month I'm giving him. So that time we're talking about we're probably gonna play in the vicinity of somewhere about 29 games, 28 games.
Yeah.
Something like that, 30 games.
Yeah.
Depends on what, because I was looking, well, I have it right here. I'll tell you, oh, this is what they gave, by the way. You see my little,
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
yeah, my little,
Schedule.
yeah, I took so many of them,
Are
you know, I'll just look at
these free? I'll take some.
yeah, I said, oh, I got kids. No, I got another kid.
Yeah.
I probably could have grabbed, like, I was thinking of getting one for you and JJ and a couple of
That'd be
people.
sweet, bro.
And then they were like, I can't, I was like, you didn't pay for those. And I was like, yeah, I was going to say, I just walked 4 miles backwards barefoot. Nah.
Yeah. Like,
She was a sweet kid. I didn't want to put her job in jeopardy. She felt so nervous giving me those 3.
yeah.
So, it's right. I'm gonna call my cousin, see if the boxes are still there. I'll send you guys one down and throw it on your fridge.
Sweet.
It's just nice to look at because I really think we got something going this year. All right, so we got the day off now. We have a day off. This is ridiculous. We have a day off now. We play a full week. St. Louis. So we play Pittsburgh, St. Louis. We should start off 6-0.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we play San Francisco 4
You
games.
said should, though. You said should.
Should. The word should.
It's baseball, bro.
It's still baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still baseball. Well, here's the thing. It's weird. We play Pittsburgh,
Right.
and then we go to St. Louis, and we go to San Francisco.
Okay.
That's a weird trajectory.
Right.
Then we're off the next Monday.
Damn.
And we fly back, and we play Arizona and the Athletics at home. What the hell are they doing?
Hey, man. Steve
And then
Cohen.
we fly to the Dodgers. This first month is nuts. Then guess what? That Monday off.
Right. Steve Cohen is telling you that having money has benefits, bro.
It sure
Being
does.
rich comes with benefits.
Yeah, it sure does. 1, 2. So I was right. Between now and April, there's 5 days off, 28 games,
Yeah.
or whatever games are in. There's 30 days here. Plus, we start from a couple days early.
Yeah.
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 What's the first Tuesday?
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So really quick,
Um,
we fly out to Dodgers, day off on a Thursday. Fly to Chicago, day off on a Monday. We have 3 Monday day offs out of 5.
not bad.
Who doesn't like a Monday day off?
That means we have primetime games on Sunday.
We guaranteed to have one with Chicago. I guarantee Chicago is a primetime game.
Yeah.
San Francisco might be this week. Athletics are better than we think. Then we go to the Twins, to the Rockies. We come home. Twins, Rockies, day up on a Monday, and then Washington.
Man, we might be 30-0.
We're gonna be 30 and 0, 28
Chat,
0.
chat, I'm messing around, chat.
Hey, look, bro. Hey, look. I won't be mad at 26 and 2. It's all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad.
I won't be upset. I won't. I promise not to get upset.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm starting to question. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. So 7 strikeouts. He didn't locate well, but it started to feel strange. I started to feel like I know why they did it. We talked about it over the spring training and everything. But a lot of times it was mentioned by me and several other people. I felt like Sanger should have been pitching yesterday, or the kid, and that really that it was. I mean, look, you can't take it back now.
Right. No
I
back.
no backsies.
Right.
He pitched because we gave up Jet William Brandisbrook. I do not think if and I'm gonna say this right now to be completely open with our listeners and our family here
Right.
on the Mess Lounge, that I think if the season plays out the way it should play out, we traded away those 2 guys for our 3rd pitcher.
Was Brandon Sproat going to be our 3rd pitcher?
Could have been.
And was Luis Angel Acuna going to be an everyday player?
Looks like he's going to be that somewhere else.
And he's going to be that somewhere else, right?
Is Jet William going to be, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
So, he could have been jitters. Still got 7 strikeouts but no walks.
Right.
I think we're going to be hitting like hell. I really believe it. I mean, if you do that to Skeens, I think Skeens has something to prove too, knowing that he beat Dominican Republic in the whatchamacallit. And even though McLean had a nice game, we lost in the baseball classic, and our guy
Again.
started that when Skeens really wanted to start that game, not the Dominican game. He wanted to be the finals game.
Yeah.
He came in here with something to prove and got politely, not politely.
Turned around.
He got escorted out. Yeah.
Things didn't go according to plan.
Mm.
So things didn't go according to plan for Skeens.
No. He'll be on the market.
One of the things I think we have to look out for today is following up on that strategy of working pitchers.
Yeah.
Keeping them in the zone is what me and you. It's the conversation, and I understand baseball watchers versus baseball players have different conversations, right?
Yeah.
My whole thing is I think they put together a team with bat to ball contact skills.
Definitely.
And I think you can generate power with bat to ball baseball skills as opposed to having one guy muscle it up, eat a Pac-Man pellet, and hit a ball 600 feet. Right? Like the Mets have the capability of hitting 250 home runs. Right.
Definitely.
And for those that think that's crazy, they're on pace right now. They hit 2 home runs in game 1.
Yeah.
If they hit 2 home runs a game for the rest of the year, that's 328 home runs.
And the wind
338 home runs.
Right. The wind was blowing in and to the left. So it wasn't even favorable for it, and we still did it. I mean, Alvarez's home run
would have been out of anywhere. That ball would have been gone
if
anywhere.
the wind wasn't blowing like that, probably would have went through the wall. Like, it was crazy.
Right.
So, and for Bench to get low against the wind, that home run.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to answer your question, are we small ball? Yes. Are we power hitters? Yes. But are we like only 2 people play small ball? And no, because you got to remember this: the guy who's our biggest power hitter also almost stole 40 bases last year.
Yeah.
Now, will he lay down? Here's the problem with him hitting second. Another problem I have. I'm gonna always have one. Will he lay down the bunt after Lindor steals to second base? No.
No.
No. Nor should we really want him to.
Right.
He's a really good hitter. You
Yeah.
know. He won't lay down the bunt. He'll hit it to the right side. You know.
Yeah.
I think we're a mixture of it. I think there's a lot of small ball in there, but there's a lot of power, too much power for us to be called a pure small ball team. No.
Okay. One other thing too, I would say, is it's so early.
Yeah.
Right. Like we've seen other teams ace, things went our way.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's see before we say small ball. Let's see. Because Lindor didn't contribute a lot with the bat. He did get on base though. Right.
Right.
I expect that to turn around some. I expect Lindor to do damage with his bat.
Well, Lindor got on.
Yeah.
He got on.
Yeah.
In order for us to be a small ball, he would have to steal, get bunted over.
Wild pitch. Do whatever. Do whatever.
Whatever it is, exactly.
Do whatever to keep the runners moving.
I want us to be very, very cognizant of something. Did I interrupt the thought you were going through?
No.
All right. I want us Bichette. For a guy who is the best runners in scoring position to have 3 strikeouts, right? Look a little iffy at third. Just saying.
The numbers are average themselves out, bro.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
the numbers will. Man, all right. So I gotta wrap right here. I gotta go, bro. Gotta get some rest. Man, I've been up since, bro. I'm almost 24 hours.
yeah.
Almost 24 hours straight, man. Chat, thank y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through.
Yeah, no doubt. Peace and love to y'all, man. Let's go, Mets.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get get on later on today, man. We'll see how things go. Thank you everybody for coming through. Rocking.
4 o'clock game.
Peace, everybody.